Hello there, Alyssa and Hannah. Alyssa Redeeman first. How are you two doing? Hope all is well. It's not break time. Arson. Hello there, Hesley. Welcome on in. How are you doing? What's that little guy? Pokemon Legends? Oh, that's cool. Break time? No, no time for break time. We just got started. Technically, I don't even need to talk right now. We're on the starting soon screen. Doesn't matter. Isn't that what streamers do? Don't they just like start their stream up and like don't talk for 5 minutes? They let people slowly pop on in. Daddy needed to make a very important decision for me. Alright? Hope everyone's doing well, by the way. It's good to see you guys. What's the thing I need to do? Did my ad go? It did. Oh yes, it's right there. Perfect. So weird in the beginning sometimes. Eslia, how have you been? How's Minecraft been for you if you continued playing it? I know you said a week or two ago you were getting into it again. Daryl! Hi, Daryl. How are you doing? It's good to see you. How have you been? How's your week? It's Tuesday, guys. End of Tuesday. Hope everyone's doing well. Option 1. Come home and read my book. Option 2. Go thrift shopping. Option 3. I come home and try, and probably fail, to rank up on DPS. Option 3. Why would you want to go thrift shopping? What are you looking for? There's so many people I know that just love thrift shopping, and I don't get it. To be fair, I don't understand shopping in general. I don't go to a store uh and just like look around. Wait, why did my chat break? Streamlabs chat broke. There it is. Wow. It broke for a second. It's weird. It's weird. It's bad. It's fine now. I saw it popping up on my little stream screen on the video. It's because you're not a scavenger. It's the thrill of the find. Yeah, I know. And you're doing well there? That's good to hear, Dale. Sophie demanded attention, so I had to give her some snuggles. Oh, that's fair. Cinnamon was wanting some attention earlier, and now she's just sitting over there. Hi, we're not talking about you. Oh my goodness, thrift shopping is so much fun. Yeah, see, I just don't get it, guys. I don't know why. I just don't like shopping. It's the best when you find something that's in good condition, but only $5. You're a very straightforward person when it comes to researching and determining exactly what you want and getting it. Yeah. Isn't that how it should be? If you if you need and want something, you just go and get it. Especially if you need it. Speaking of, I've been meaning to. I need to order something. Here, let's check. I haven't checked today. Has my monitor gone on sale yet? I doubt it. Nope. We try. Dad, we're gonna chalk this up to another chocolate chip on your cookie and move on. What? No. Okay. There's nothing wrong with me just knowing what I want when I go shopping. But the search is part of the fun? No. It's okay. First off, it could be a lot of fun for you guys. I find it to be a huge waste of time. Huge waste of time. I have other things I must do in a day. Little adventure, even in shopping, is fun. We'll go shopping and leave that on a bench in the food court area. You sit and we have fun. I'll go to the board game store. Maybe I'll find something there. I mean, I can, like, you gotta understand, I love, like, computers and all that. I have gone to the Micro Center with Hannah like 3 or 4 times. I have bought only one thing in those amount of times. None of the times we went there for me. And I really didn't care too much to wander about. The first time, maybe we looked around, like, just seeing the layout of the store and that. And then that's about it. Like, you just, I just, I just know what I need. What was I doing? It's like treasure hunting or mining for diamonds. Well, I don't find mining for diamonds all that exciting either anymore. I get where you guys are coming at. Like I'm glad you enjoy it. I don't think I'll ever enjoy it. You never know what you're gonna find in the mines. Basically thrift shopping. No, there's nothing wrong with enjoying shopping. I mean, I'm glad you guys enjoy it. I just don't. It's also just being out with a friend or partner and enjoying the time with each other. That's fair, I guess. Ugh. Okay, well, I'm not going thrifting, but only because it's cold and rainy out. It has been rainy all day here. Add to cart. I've been meaning to do this all day. I've had a busy day of thinking. Uh, Don't mind me, guys. We'll get to Minecraft in a minute. We're on the solar world, as you can tell. Got that done. So obviously you're gonna come home and do option 3, Hannah. And you're gonna rank up in Overwatch. No other options. Here we are. I don't think I've loaded the world in fully. I just felt some of it load in. What are we doing today, huh? Anyone got any ideas? I was able to catch up on some YouTube videos, listening to them in the background while I was doing things today. Great. Phantom, hello there. Welcome back. How are you doing there? Good to see you. This one that's almost full. What else have I been doing? Oh, I played a little more of the No Man's Sky, Daryl. A little more. I'm still just kind of following the like pop-up quests things that it's telling me to do. So I don't really know what I'm all doing in the game yet. But I was able to go to a different solar system finally. I got the something that helped me with that. Where are they? Here they are. Oops. Nice. You started Creative World to see what the builds were like. Travel anywhere in it. I need to spend some hours working in the game. Yeah, that's fair. I was kind of tempted to do a similar thing as that, where it's like load up a Creative World just to see what the heck is in the game. See what I'm able to do, and then actually work towards it in the normal feelings of it. It's kind of weird. Yeah. It's crazy, even in creative, you need help from in-game characters and supplies. Really interesting. I'm truly curious what all happened to this game. This game's been around for like almost 10 years, I think. I'm kind of curious what happened on all the development side of it with their developers. Because it was like a lot of people were really excited about it. I remember lots of people getting it when it first came out. And it's still, I don't know, I'm playing through it, I'm like, there's things I'm like running into, I'm like, needs a little polishing. But at the same time, it also feels like there's a lot in it, so I don't know. They put their focus in areas of it that I just haven't fully explored yet. I just have a hard time with exploring games. I don't explore a lot too often. That's what we were working on last time. We finished up this area of the hilly area here. And then I started digging out this river. Well, what will be a river. Wow. Say that 10 times fast. What will be a river. Started doing that. So maybe we just continue working on this a little bit. Get it a little more progressed. A little more progress on it. It was a familiar game. And then I realized I was watching someone stream it before. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. Yeah, it hit me. I had a similar thing. When the game probably first came out, I had been watching someone play through it a little bit. And I remember them going through like the initial first few quests, basically. And I'm like, I'm going through the same quest. I'm like, I kind of remember this. But it was only up until you meet with the first, like, space station. So the rest of the game is completely unknown to me. I haven't really watched anyone play it. Anywho, anyone been playing any Minecraft recently? I am still just absolutely in love with this game. I'm always thinking, I feel like I'm always thinking about stuff in it. And wanting to accomplish more. Hello there, Charlie. I'm doing well. How are you? The creative world, I ended up, a great planet, not some hostile rock floating in space. A great planet? I don't know what that would be. I found a paradise planet that didn't have any I think hostilities on it. Was playing some Minecraft earlier, but I'm getting ready to play Repo with Eevee in a bit. Man, Eevee's always playing all these different games. Best of luck in Repo. That game can be brutal sometimes to you. Just like in general. Like I'll have times where it just where it's gone super easily and everything goes well, and then there's other times where it's just like getting swarmed back to back rounds. Adding try to guess how I've been. You've been amazing, obviously. That's what I would hope for. Yeah, really? Been chilling? Well, that's good. As per usual. Should spread it around to the rest of the people. You know, I think there are gonna be 4 of us playing. That's a good number. It's my goal in life to be chilling every day. It's a lovely goal to have. Do, do, do. Something like this. Whoop. Yep. We try. Grassing again today. Yeah, we're working on... I just kind of want to get dirt placed in the walls here for where a river will be one day. So last stream on Sunday, we had finished off this little bit here for the hilly area. And then I started, because I still had a bit of time left in stream, I started digging out this ravine-ish area where a river's going to be. I needed to make it deeper, right? So I started digging it out, and obviously there's loads of stone showing now, so I'm just kind of throwing in dirt and cleaning it up a little bit. I'll probably make it a little bit deeper as well. Those sorts of things. Always doing something terraforming. Are we getting done with all the grassing before we get back to remountaining? Probably not. Maybe. So I got this section here left. This is just this bit here, and I don't know. Honestly, I could probably sit down and get it done in like I don't know, 10-ish hours. So like a week of streams. Maybe 15. So a week or two of streams left of it. And honestly, that's quite tempting to do. Because that would be like all of the shaping done for these hills, which is honestly a very large portion of the project. We being you, I don't do anything. Yes. I say we whenever I'm doing like when I explain stuff because you guys are hanging out with me. We're doing it together. Just like that teardrop shape of the exposed stone, or just the whole ravine. This teardrop shape. I'm not gonna cover over the ravine. The ravine's staying. Oh, you're saying am I doing all the... No. The ravine is a separate project, like, it connects to, like, the hills and all that, but it's mostly a separate project. It's gonna be quite vastly different, terraforming compared to these hills. It's a different project. And hello there, dog! How are you doing? My battery's about to die, but I'm here until it does? What the heck? Plug your device in. It's not bad at all. Adding that teardrop will take like one stream max. You'd be surprised. I don't know. It's, you want me to... Okay, you gotta understand. About 1 hour of every stream is just spent talking and doing nothing. I mean, this is a pretty big area. You taking a cookie? Hello there, Emmy. How are you doing? It's good to see you again so soon. Then you could literally get that done this stream right now. But yeah, but we're working on the river. I don't know. I still think there's about 10 hours left. I don't understand. So what's going to happen? It's not like I'm going flat covered over it, obviously. This side's going to come up a bit, just like how this side is. So there's going to form like a small valley here. Wow, that was a good word for that. A small valley here. And it'll probably go up a little bit higher and then kind of flow back down, obviously, with the ravine here. And then somehow connect up here. And I also got to kind of fill in this space, which I might just bring the grass down. I would charge if I could, but I can't right now. Should be able to in a bit. Well, there you go. 10 hours is overhyping it. Maybe. Unless you plan on making a whole cityscape in just that little area. I don't know. Terraforming takes a while, is what I've learned over the years. But you're right. It could go a lot faster. I'm just believing. You are believing in me. You're believing I can get stuff done very quickly. And hello there, Maddie. It's good to see you as well. I did see you pop on in. I'm sorry. How have you been? It's great to see you again. Whole cityscape. Honestly, yeah, we'll probably start working on it today, Charlie. We'll finish up just throwing grass in the walls here, and then I don't really want to get too far into working on this. I just wanted to get it started. Slowly working. Are you? I was about to ask. I was curious if you've been working in your Minecraft world again. That's what I like to hear. We'll get it. We'll get that area started as well. But I know I won't finish it today. Got 6 layers done out of 53. Oof. Well, there you go. You gotta start going. It's a lot of layers to go, though. That, and you should ask me if I've made any progress on my world. I am confident that you haven't. Have you? Correct. Yeah, that's what I would have thought. I can't believe you watch all these different Minecraft streams and you're telling me you don't get the motivation to go load up the game and start playing in your world alongside? Or is it more of a time thing? Thing I'm doing is on a multiplayer server. It doesn't make it any less impressive. Oh no, I do get the motivation, I just don't do anything with it. Ah, how sad. Sad. Let me see if the last time I opened that world. It's the only battleship on the server? I'd assume so. I'd be surprised if there were more. But you never know. Honestly, I miss walking around developed servers. I used to play on servers a lot, right? And I'd spend a lot of my time just walking around and looking at other people's builds. I love seeing how other people think through things. And if they weren't like the grandest of anything by any means, but it's just really cool to see different styles and that. And how people use different blocks and decorating styles for things. You can get a lot of inspiration. Come up with different ideas. I miss that. March 14th was the last time I loaded up. That's low-key sad. It is sad. There's been so much added to the game since then. Look at the copper golems. I don't have them yet. I keep seeing them around though nowadays. There's been so many changes. There we go. Oh, we got that started. We'll come back to that in a year. And I haven't done anything in that world pertaining to new updates since 1.16. That's fine. You see me messing around with a lot of new stuff? Not too often. Anything that's block related, though. I do. Technical newest thing I've done in that world is Bastion raiding. Was that 1.16? That sounds about right. 1.16 was another update? Wow. We're in 1.21. Point like 10-ish or something. I'm in 1.21.8. But 1.16? We've had so many updates. People always call the Minecraft devs lazy. Which, maybe sometimes they could do more. But at the same time, I don't know. There's a lot in this. Ends becoming an... I've learned this one, Unk. I had someone recently say that again. I think you told me about that before. A Minecraft Unk? Oh, that was long ago now. Come on now. I've been playing this game for like 15 years. One single bastion for like a stack of blackstone and then leaving. To be fair, they are quite dangerous. I've only done a handful of bastions myself. I find them a little boring. I find most exploration things a little boring in Minecraft. Why does your dirt have so much grass? It's a texture pack. I think it makes the game look a little bit better. Just a small change. Oh, come on in there, Michael. Hope you're doing well. Feel free to correct me on your name. Special grass, yes. I forget that some people don't do like a lower grass texture. I don't know, I think it looks better and it makes sense. Like, I still have dirt showing. I don't know. Honestly, I've had it for so long that I forget that it's not a normal thing. Your grass texture is probably my favorite of what I've seen. Yeah, I do. I think pathways are the same. They go all the way down too. Anything that affects like the top of like a block state or something will go all the way down. Apart from like carpets. I don't know. It makes sense. It's not like it goes all the way down. Like, we still get grass blocks and that form, or dirt blocks. My goodness, get it correct, Thad. I think like the different nether, like grass-ish blocks do the same thing where they go down to the sides. The Nylium and that, and Crimson Netherrack or whatever it's called. You're doing good. Well, that's good to hear. But is it normal that in every point or thing in gaming I am good, but in hardcore you're so bad, you're bad at hardcore? I see. Is that normal? I have no idea. I don't play hardcore. I just simply choose not to die in my world. I don't know. You could just play hard mode Minecraft, and then once you get to a point where you're surviving just fine at that, you could always have a hardcore world. I don't know how to help someone survive in Minecraft. It's honestly, if you look at a lot of survival games that are out there, Minecraft's really on the easier side compared to most survival games. Oh, I don't like it when the grass texture goes all the way down the blocks and blocks any dirt. Yeah, like there's some that will cover up all of it. Yeah, there's it's I just make a tweakaroo texture pack and I used to there I don't know, it was either I think it may have been like an Optifine like thing. It was years ago, I don't fully remember. Or I would have it go all the way down the block. And I liked that. I thought it was better than kind of what was. And then I saw this one where I could have it where it goes down most of the block and still shows some dirt. I was like, oh, that's perfect. It's a good in between. And honestly, I'd be happy if it went up even a little bit further, like 3/4 of the way down. This is when you cope and blame the bad game and not yourself. Charlie probably had a better response to that. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. You don't have to play hardcore Minecraft. That's what I'll tell you. I I don't know. It's whatever. I don't think I'll ever fully get behind the liking of hardcore Minecraft. It's impressive and all, surviving so long and doing so many amazing things in the world, but uh, just to lose hours of progress, even sometimes years of progress, it I don't know. Not for me. I don't like resetting. There was me thinking we were there. Nope, nope. We're not there. There's a new game called RV there yet? I've seen a few people messing around with it, and all I can think about is H asking me, "Are we there yet?" I'm like, no, we're not. It's funny, is it? Have you played it? I was watching a VOD of someone play it today, and I was like, it's funny and all. It's cheap enough that if my group of friends wanted to play it, I'd probably get it anyway. One of those one-off games that I feel like you'd play like, I don't know, once or twice and then be done. I think I'm just gonna say screw it and we'll cover over all this. Was watching Sips play it with Ravs. Wow. Yep. Don't know either of those names. And that doesn't happen too often. Sips and Ravs work with Yogscast. Ah, I see. Yeah, I don't know Yogscast at all. I know. It's surprising. Wow, wow, indeed. It never ended up watching them. Honestly, didn't start watching a lot of Minecraft content for a while. I'd watch snippets of a few people, and that was about it. I knew the Minecraft group, and I'd watch a few of them. I honestly didn't start watching a whole bunch of Minecraft content until I got around on Twitch. Played the game. Heard of Hat Films? Should I have? No? Okay. For all I know, I have, and I just don't remember it. But it doesn't ring a bell off the top of my head. Met them at a Comic-Con once. Ah, there you go. I see. Even just that just makes it look so much better. I don't even try and shape any of this. I'm just throwing the blocks over at the moment. The rest of this. Line up these. Nope, still just working on the hills here today. Charlie insists on the fact that I can get this done in less than 10 hours. They believe in me. I don't believe in myself. But that's fine. I'm more being realistic in that there's no way I don't get that I get this done in less than 10 hours. But you never know, I guess. Like this entire section right here. Are we there yet? No. No, we're not. But you know what? Give it my best shot. Is that a riverbed? Where? I don't even know where you're talking about. I have looked at so many different areas now. This right here, definitely going to be a river, if you're asking that. So we're going to make a lake here. And then it's going to flow off in this direction and that way, and then it kind of flows in over there. Anyway, flows off in this direction, has a little waterfall that then makes a river. So yeah, this is a planned river. They'll make a cool looking waterfall hopefully down the road. We'll see what the heck I come up with, but yeah, it'll be hopefully cool looking. And it'll be something I spend like another whole year on just working. Periodically, to be fair. I bounce around on my projects. Yeah. Bounce around from project to project because it just works better for me in the long run. I don't burn myself out. And it allows me to change up what I'm working on. Should make a ravine into the river too. Just have it be incredibly deep, underwater city. I'll make an underwater ravine right through here. Hmm. That is a cool idea. Not for here. Not for here. I like it though. I've never thought of such an idea. Thought of like underwater cities, but to have one in like a ravine in that? Like a big ravine? I could see it. That's what you should do in your world, obviously. uh, March 14th. Hey, it loaded up today. So yeah, I was playing all the mods 10 to the sky or whatever. I think it was that. I was playing that last month or roughly. And then I got then Vanilla Minecraft called me back and I haven't gone back to it. I'd gotten all the way to getting like a setup and me system slightly and like had things being automated and all that, and then I just stopped playing it because I just enjoy vanilla Minecraft. I had a lot of fun with it at first. Prefer Revine Storage. Yeah, that's fair. It's the nostalgic feel. I have a hard time playing new mods because what happened to all the mods I used to play that I used to mess around with? And there's like replacement ones of them because I'm assuming the mods just don't. The mod developers never stopped updating them, and then someone else like did something similar. Used to love IC2 on Tekkit. I don't know what IC2 is, but I don't know what Tekkit is. I messed around with mods then, but I had never really played through one. First mod I played through was like Sky Factory, like 2. Industrial Craft, Ed Cores and all sorts. Ah, yes. Was it the usual very slow quarry basically, and it would have these like pumps that you would just power with redstone to turn them on with Stirling engines. Yep, I know what you're talking about now. I feel like the quarry had like an orange and white theme to it. I could be mistaken, but that's what I remember. Quarries were such a cool thing at that point in Minecraft because I don't remember if we had beacons yet. So the idea of having a hole be dug that fast per se was really cool, or having that vast of a hole be dug that you could accomplish anyway. Oh, I think Minecraft players are somewhat obsessed with digging holes. And Tinker's Construct, Tinker's actually I thought the mod developer came back to it a bit. They had done like a complete like remaster and rework of it. I loved Tinkers. It was a lot to like learn, but it was really fun messing around with it. And you wouldn't spend a terrible amount of time on it, but it was like one of those first things that you started doing just to get yourself some good tools. Oh yes, I know Generic B. Used to watch his modded streams. He's done some great mod packs, has he? I can see that. He's put a lot of hours into just playing mod packs. I didn't know he made any. It makes sense. I probably overheard it at one point lurking in his stream. Never chatted in it. I didn't come plan to work on hills. I came plan to work on that water. Do that river water. Chosen Architect. Don't know if I ever. I know the name. Maybe. Put away these empty ones. We'll have this get emptied into the system. Then we'll grab a lot. He's on Twitch and YouTube. No, no. I need that. Come back to me. That's why I don't usually put destroy systems on my auto sorters. Some people will throw, like, if a item doesn't get sorted, they'll just destroy it. And I'm like, why would you do that? So I don't usually like doing that. There's a few scenarios where it's fine. Like my gold farm with all the zombie pigmen. That one will destroy any gold swords and that. Or anything that's not stackable. But usually I never mess around with the actual input of the system. It's all automated and puts in chests for me. I'll need to go back and find the VOD where I first started working on these hills, because it was complete sporadic. I knew I wanted to build hills in this area, but it was just like one of those streams where I was just kind of hopping around, talking about ideas and all that. I think it was Donk and Deadeye were hanging out in my chat at the time, actively chatting with me. And Donk was like, why don't you just do it? Just start it. I was like, because I already have so many other projects started. I shouldn't start another one. He's like, no. Don't think that way, Thad. Just start it. And I'm like, you know what? We'll do it. And it was the weirdest, it's probably the weirdest start of a project you'd ever seen. Because it's basically starting from nothing. I had no land. I knew I wanted hills, and I knew I wanted, like, they were done very obviously in elevation. And it started roughly over here, and I just went in through a line of grass. It's just a straight line to just break things up. People would pop on in and be like, what the heck are you doing that? And be like, I'm working on hills. Still working on hills. A year and a half later, maybe 2 years. I don't remember. And he's done one called Chosen's Modded Adventure, chunk by chunk. He started in one chunk, spawned in generative chunks, maybe random chunks. I heard someone once playing that before. They were streaming that mod pack, I think. Or something very similar. It has to have been that mod pack. I thought it was such a unique idea. Maybe it was you. It very well could have just been you, H. I don't think so. It was someone else. Maybe it was you. I've heard of that one. Which is probably where Chosen Architect, where that name rings a bell. H, I think you've been here too long. We're repeating conversations. I vaguely remember this. Or not. For all I know, I'm just... could just be misremembering. Sounds right. Who knows? Who knows? Somewhere in the VODs. Most likely. Just send me some screenshots. Oh, yeah, look at these. Look at that. Talk about being limited. We really only ever talk when I'm streaming, huh? Just fair. I honestly don't do a lot of like messaging on Discord. Even in my own Discord. You say that, but you can spawn in the chunk you want if you have the right materials for it. Ah, I see. Ah, the possibilities of having an empty world, what you could accomplish. Like, I'm honestly really excited to see the things I do with the void. It is such a vast area of emptiness that I can do basically do anything in. I really want to do a big project in the end at some point in the from the point of the from the normal spawn end island, the starting end island, and then there's this huge like couple hundred block gap before anything starts generating in it, right? Before you start getting to the end islands. And you could do so much with that space. I'd love to do some really weird, fun looking build. Hello there, Chaos. How are you doing? I only talk to farm animals. What are you talking with us? Are you calling us farm animals? Have you been on MCME? I've been on their server and you can get lost. No, I haven't. Not gonna lie, I kind of wish you guys were farm animals. What's that supposed to mean? They have hundreds of builders creating Middle Earth. Do they go by another name? There's another name I know that's working on Middle Earth. Have fun with stream. Sounds good there, Daryl. Enjoy. Minas Tirith is amazing. Oh, I bet it is. Enjoy Repo. You saying I'd get lost in Middle Earth? I know my way around. Plus, I got the map right up to my right. up on the wall. I'm curious now. There are two groups. I've heard of the Artacraft, who's also doing Lord of the Rings stuff, I thought. I think they're also creating Middle Earth. It's like one of the reasons why I don't really want to do exact recreations from stuff from Lord of the Rings. Like, I love Lord of the Rings. There's some amazing structures that we could build from it, but it's been done so many times. I'd rather go and do something maybe inspired off of it and create something new. Really heard of both. Autocraft I knew of. They've popped up on videos for me. I don't think I knew the MCME one. To do a hydrate. Thank you there, Lucky. I appreciate it. Yeah, you gotta let it inspire you to make something all your own. Yeah. Nothing against anyone that does a recreation of something like to the T almost. Nothing against it. It is still beyond impressive that they accomplished such a thing. And it's so cool to see it in Minecraft. It's just something I don't exactly do because it allows me a little more creative freedom if I don't do it. Thought those cookies might have made you a bit parched. You know, they kind of do. People doing the entire Earth in Minecraft are nuts too. Oh yeah. Uh, there's some amazing builders out there. There have always been amazing builders out there. That's why when you guys say I'm you guys will give me like a lot of compliments and say I do an amazing job. I downright appreciate it. I do try my very best, but there are some people out there that just are breathtaking with their builds. I don't have a mods command. I don't know what you're trying to find there. Can't imagine the amount of time they've put into it, right? It's insane. That's coming from me. I've put 5 years into this lovely world. Ooh, no, I don't have that command either. What's that? And the NMS. It's probably like new Minecraft something. Oh, No Man's Sky. I'll know it next time. Hey, to be fair, new Minecraft something, it could have been that. We were talking about Minecraft servers. I played it a little bit more here, last night. Played it a bit more last night a bit. Wow, yeah, did I? Did I play it a bit? I don't know. I think I played it a bit. Anywho, I played it a bit. I got to the point where I could travel to a different solar system and all that, and I'm still just kind of following like the pop-up quests that it's giving me, and I'm kind of tired of following the pop-up quests. But at the same time, it's just kind of teaching me through the game, so that's good. And I started messing around with one of the shops and selling a whole bunch of my things to buy other things. So I'm just kind of I'm getting through a few things. Become a pirate. I I've heard it's space pirate game, and I don't know how to do it. Seen Spaceballs? No, I haven't. I've never been too big into the like space genre. I'm a medieval person through and through. How can you build a spaceship big enough that you can have like that you can walk around in it at some point? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, you have to. Yes. As soon as I looked at this screenshot, I was like, you have to be able to. So you're saying I could bring friends along into my spaceship at some point? Yes. See, now the game is 100 times more interesting. Because at the moment, if I were to try and play with anyone, it's like, all right, well, I guess you just kind of follow me with your spaceship, but we're not exploring together. Like we're exploring together, but it doesn't feel the same. You get where I'm kind of coming from? I don't know. Only Tuesday? I thought it was Wednesday. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. It's Tuesday. I'm streaming. Just don't go in the anomaly with your friend. They get booted out. Okay. Sure, I won't remember that. Robbed of being closer to Friday and repos tomorrow. Well, you get to hang out with us then, Daryl. But with that being said, I think it's time for me to take a break. I went on H's did I say that right? To an anomaly and it let him in, and I ended up taking an impromptu spacewalk. Ah, that doesn't sound good. Thad, hi Alfie, how are you doing? I'm getting to it. If you're gonna yell about me with the break, I'm gonna take it. Do you need another copy? Yeah, I think he does. I'm so sorry. That is such a disappointment. You're further away from Friday and you don't get to play games. I mean, you can play games on your own, but like it's just it's Tuesday, my friend. I'm sorry. It's also hilarious, Minxie. What a weird thing to have happen. I don't know what you fully mean by anomaly, but I'm sure I'll know it eventually once I see it. The Friday thing is rough. I may have to break down and cry some. No, no. Here, have a cookie. I'm going to take a break. This is a good time for anyone else to take a break as well. Stand up, grab a drink of water, grab a snack if you're feeling a little hungry, or if you haven't had dinner just yet. It's a good time to go and do those sorts of things. Gentle reminder. Otherwise, I'll be right back. Alrighty. I'm all back. You just took a break? What's wrong with a second break? Take a break and break stuff now? Send Tuesday a message. That's right. Tuesdays are like the worst day out of the week, okay? I mean, think about it. You know, Mondays are bad and all, but it's the start of the week. You can get through it. You know, you might be a little tired and all that. Tuesday, you got nothing to look forward to. Wednesday, at least you're halfway through. Thursday, you know, tomorrow's Friday. Friday, you're done with the week. And then there's the weekend. Tuesday, there's nothing on Tuesday. Not a thing. Which is why I stream. At least make someone's Tuesday maybe a little better. Even had to go to the office today. I mean, that's just dreadful. I'm sorry. So it's like an insult to injury at this point. You just had to go to the office. What do they want to do wrong with you? Language, Daryl. Language. Right? Hope everyone took their break, though. Oh, also, I just remembered here as I was standing up for my break. I messed around with my like main sounds for like game and that, along with like stream sounds and that. I didn't do too much, but I made them a little louder. And they shouldn't be overwhelming still. But do you guys notice a difference? Do you feel like you actually hear things? I was listening a little bit to one of my VODs and I was like, I can't hear a blessed thing other than myself. And nobody's ever really commented on it. Yeah, I don't know what yeah, it would be so small. It'd be so subtle. You'd have to do like a comparison. Do you notice a difference? Do you hear the game is my biggest question. Block noises are quiet. You hear those different sounds? Anywho. One thing. And apparently Daryl had a raise. I haven't even read the message yet. Office things. On the upside, I did ask for a raise when I went in there. Find out Friday how much. That's right. Definitely deserve it. You always... Good gracious, Alfie. Wayne? Wayne. I don't I'm having a hard time remembering you, my goodness. Have you changed your name? Well, welcome on in there. How are you doing? Not pulling up your chat history to try and get a remembrance. When was the last time? You were here at the beginning of the year. In January was the last time. Same name. I'm Wayne from Oscar and Tabs. Oh, yes. We've talked about this, haven't we? Please wait while I analyze your entire history. I'm not doing that actively. Sorry, Wayne. Old man Thad's memory is failing. Okay, guys, you gotta remember. Wayne hasn't been here in 10 months. They're almost 11. Which is fine, by the way. Not, it's fine. It's just for reference. Also, hello there, Donk. How are you doing today? But it's good to see you, Wayne. Thanks for hopping on in. I'm sorry. I'm always curious if when someone that's not a new chatter pops on in, and I don't initially rush them. Been a bit of a slack dealing with real life stuff, but pop up pop on when possible. My goodness, not pop up. Get it together, Thad. You're right. You know what? Call I'm joking. No, you're all right there, Wayne. It's good to see you. I do hope overall you're doing all right. Nothing wrong with the gentle reminder. You got guys. There's been over 1,000 people that have like probably popped on in here and like talked to me before. Uh, I hope all has been well with you there, Donk. Always appreciate the lurks. I'm assuming you were lurking here before, but maybe not. Maybe you were just waiting for the right moment to say something. We're just working away in my world, though. We're working on this hilly plains biome. I got just a little section left right here. I gotta connect it up with this mainland. Almost done with it, but basically all of this landscape that you see, basically from, I don't know, this side of the river and over was all, is all the stuff I've been working on. Eventually we'll put in, continue this river here. We just dug out that recently. No, we're not there yet. We'll get there. Hey, Donk, and yeah, Thad, we spoke many times, a few times in yours and prior and tabs and Oscars, but all good, yeah. But this time now, Wayne, I'd be impressed if I wouldn't. I just couldn't place you at first. I'll have someone pop on in a chat, and my mind goes to thinking, I'm like, how do I know them? What do I know about them? What do I remember and all that? Sometimes a little jog of the memory doesn't hurt, right? As usual, you're lurking. Up tabs early games in Minecraft when she was new to streaming. Well, that's good. I mean, I don't want to throw. I helped her get her bedrock iron farms up and running. Ooh, oh my goodness, I forgot. Tabs used to have like a. She had a world she played on a lot with bedrock. I feel like I remember that. I only caught a handful of those streams. Farm Master even streamed himself once upon a time. Has that Cockney accent. Oh my goodness, do I follow you? I don't. I'm assuming don't stream much anymore. I can give you a shout out. What were you last playing? Let's see. Minecraft as it should be. You'll be streaming again soon? Yeah, we'll give you a follow. Thank you, Anonymous, for the gift sub to Wayne there. I wonder who it was. I do wonder. Had to deal with health stuff and want to quit smoking. Those are all good things to take a break from streaming and that. All good things to do. All good reasons. Good to take care of yourself, right? Time to time. H, my goodness. What are you doing gifting a sub out? To Minxie, of course. What an amazing person you chose there. Thank you so much for the gift sub. Look at you up to 15 gifted. I wouldn't have thought. What are you guys doing gifting subs for me? Stop it. You don't have to, you know that. I really appreciate it though. Now Minxie doesn't have to get hit with ads. Having to take care of your health is a horrible thing. But a good thing to have to work on, right? So paying a lot, you know. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. That is a lot of pain. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't even imagine. No, I'm so sorry there. I hope you're doing a bit better here overall. Hey there, Giz. Welcome on in there. A 7 stream streak. Look at you go. You guys keeping up with your stream streaks? I don't know if 7 is the most. 7 for Donk as well? Look at you go. All good learning to live with a limp all the time now, though. Gotta get yourself a cool cane. if necessary. Hello there, QP. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I'm only 6 away from top spot. What, you got 1 stream streak? How did I Hype Train get started? What? I no longer can say I know how hype trains work. Why did a hype train get started? Who did 600 bits? Where did those go? Apparently, wait, no. Okay, no, I'm seeing it. Never mind. I'm understanding it now.
Hype train.
That was how much was needed for the next one. Okay. 100 bits, thank you there. I have no info. No idea how this started. I don't know how they work anymore. A few subs in a row, I believe. Well, yeah, that's the general idea. But it just came out of nowhere. Doc, what are you doing throwing 100 bits at me? Thank you there. I appreciate it. I feel like it just... I don't know. Did I open a train station? No. Everybody leave. Stop giving me things. You guys are too kind. Far too kind to me most of the time. You give too much sometimes. You want us to be mean? No. No, I wouldn't. I want you guys to be yourselves. Which hopefully isn't mean. That doesn't sound like a lovely way to live life. Just appreciate your beautiful entertainment work. You think so? Thank you. I, I don't know. I just kind of ramble. Okay, then just get hit with the bits. What you're throwing bits at me? Is that how you? You guys was too kind. I appreciate it. Do know that. That Draco emote is a Jesse one. It isn't. It's neither. It looks like almost. Oh my goodness! I open it up and it's a train. It kind of looks like Draco's emotes a little bit with a dragon zoomed out. Brandman, hello there. Thank you for the follow. Oh, come on in. New Minecrafter in the chat. I've recently become addicted to Minecraft. Recently? Wait, how long have you been playing? So it's Attack on Thad. Could be a good movie title. It could be. Sounds like Attack on Titan. Another thing I have never seen. I just know the name. I don't know anything about it. 3 weeks and you're addicted. I don't blame you. Have you watched a lot of Minecraft content? Attack on Thaddeus. Thaddeus Attackus. They'd be like a name. I love it, Brandman. I'm glad you're enjoying Minecraft. I am far, very far from a new Minecrafter myself. We've been going for like, I've been playing this game for like 15 years. Gluteus Thaddeus. No, Donk has it. If you're saying like a Roman ancestor, it's like Thaddeus Maximus or something. I don't know what it was. Something wrong with those lines. Definitely his ancestor, without a doubt. Okay, good. The hype train's gonna end. Hype trains, I'm telling you, they're so enticing. It was Thaddeus Maximus. That's what I thought. Seen some content a month ago and became interested in it. That's insane that you're a new Minecrafter, haven't really watched the content, and you're loving it. That's amazing to hear. And no, I've been playing this game for like 15 years. We've been in this world for almost 5 years. It's coming up on its anniversary in December. I do a lot of terraforming. We're actually actively working on some hills here. Working on this section. And then we've terraformed up this mountain.
We can't give anything now that the hype train has passed.
Thankfully, right? Donk, even the 500 bits. I appreciate it. My goodness, 500. That's basically a gifted sub. Actually, 250 would be like a gifted sub. Let's be honest. Thank for the bits. Minecraft is addictive, but lately all I do is sing the Lava Chicken song. Lige was singing that a lot too here recently. Daryl! What are you doing? Gifted sub off to Brandman. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the gifted sub. Up to 170. Oh my goodness, gotta keep them viewers in here. Let's be honest. For all we know, Brandman's gone. They're like, yeah, this person's boring. On to the next Minecraft streamer. I hope not. Maybe, maybe not, maybe not. No, Brandman's still here. We're okay. Do landscaping slash hardscaping, hardscaping, landscaping in real life. So I've always been had a liking to creating slash making stuff. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, I can see why you'd be addicted to Minecraft then. Kebab! What a name. Dang you, Giz. Kebab, thank you for the follow. How are you doing? I really appreciate that follow. I've been getting more follows recently. I go, I, I don't know what it is. Most of this year, I haven't gotten a lot of follows. I started this year around 1,000 followers. I am now almost at the end of this year, and I am still around 1,000 followers. Uh, and it's really weird because I ended last year where I was getting loads of them. I think I had almost 50 followers a month for a bit. And then here this month all of a sudden I've gotten a lot of them randomly. So I just really appreciate them. Oh, thank you for saying thanks to Daryl there for the gift sub. I appreciate that. Really appreciate it. Yeah, now you got all the fun emotes. I gotta grab that cookie. That's what I was doing. Wait, did I grab it? I did this already. There was 2 stacks here. I know I did this, and only one time the cookies have been redeemed. I did that. I do not want a cookie. Well, you have one now. And you're doing good there, Kabam. That's good to hear. What are we doing today? Honestly, I'm just walking around at the moment, but to we've been doing some terraforming here in my world. Been working on these hills. We're just working over here. An electric hello there. Hope you're doing well. A bunch of people are popping on in. Never gonna get anything done. See, Charlie, I don't know if you're still here. I don't know if you've gone off to lurk. This is why I get nothing done in time. We spend an hour talking on stream, on average. About 2 hours maybe doing work. Wanna go up to a 7 stream streak? So yeah, 7's gotta be the most. Appreciate you hanging out. Hardscaping is basically terraforming, building retaining walls, etc. I didn't know that word. That's cool. Would have just put it under landscaping then. Cool. Carlos, hello there. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Minecraft streamer doesn't. Yeah, we don't actually do anything in this world. Just take the cookie, Giz. He won't take them back. Nope. Those are your cookies now. Minecraft streamer makes a 2-hour project take 10 hours apparently. Okay, well, honestly, if you said that in any streamer chat, I think everyone would agree. People don't realize Thad can't talk and Minecraft at the same time. No, I do. I can't keep up if there's a lot of people chatting, though, because it doesn't give me time to actually scroll back and chat. I do try and read every message. Every once in a while, one slips through. Physically impossible for him to double task. Hey, you guys try and do it. If you were trying to have an honest conversation with someone that you care about, That's why we don't actually do a lot of like actual building on stream, like where we're building houses and that. That takes a lot of focus because I'm a little more purposeful with my block placement. Terraforming, I can kind of look away from the screen most of the time and just see it in my peripheral vision. That's a little bit easier to do. Play on console, and I'm frustrated with the lack of shaders on consoles. I'm jealous of the mods that PC Minecrafters have options to. Yeah, we do have a lot of options, but I thought Bedrock recently got the built-in Minecraft shaders, whatever they call it. Don't they have the access to that? And I bet that would run pretty well. I wouldn't worry too much about shaders, Grandman. They they make the game look great, right? Vibrant visuals, yeah. Thank you. I knew it had a name. I just couldn't remember it. I wouldn't worry about having a crazy shader pack. I don't play with them. I much more have a large render distance, which is also I don't know if that's something Bedrock has the ability to do, but I have a lot. I have like a 50 chunk render distance, and I more of use fog to my to make things look cool when they're off in the distance. If I'm doing like a screenshot, like a nice screenshot of something, I might throw a shader pack on because it gives nice shadows of stuff. I do think that's something we kind of are lacking in Minecraft is like visual shadows. But I never play with them on. I've I usually still just enjoy the natural look of the game. But there are some really nice ones. Like you can't deny the fact it makes the game look very visually amazing. It's just I don't know, I still think the base look of the game is really amazing as well. Do, do, do. Bedrock did just get the built-in ones, yeah, but they can get pretty laggy. Do they? I was really hoping they wouldn't, since it's built for it. But they look very good. That's cool. I thought they looked pretty good. I don't even care for them. I think they're novelty. Shaders, just shaders in general, you're saying there, Donk? It is a bit more of a novelty. Which is why I don't know. I like it for screenshots. That's okay, but I've seen some really nice ones on mods. Can't stand the fog and underwater fog in vanilla Minecraft. That's fair too. I'll be honest. I don't even. There's a hand. I've had some of my mods and different like texture things for so long that I've been playing with that I don't really know what the game looks like without it. I honestly really do need to load this game up in vanilla and just see what the game looks like. I wouldn't do it on this world. This world, it wouldn't. I would just need to load up like a new world and mess around. 50 chunk render distance on console is hot enough to make a steak. I love it. And then Mart wow, Mart Ball. Hello there. Wonder if you can surgically implant another cone into your eye to see more colors. That'd be cool. I doubt it. Welcome on in there. Hope doing well. The main difference mostly is the way Bedrock won't allow building on the nether roof, and Redstone works different, and the frustrating to get iron farms, 200 blocks from village or villages, later areas. Bedrock native render distance is like 96, but that can be limited by device. Nether fog is annoying. Nether fog is annoying. I hate not being able to see far in the nether. Yeah, they need to push that back a bit. Just a little bit. There's a pack for that. I'll see if I can find it. I'm not sure, but can't you disable the fog in options? Don't know. some messages. I wouldn't say I hate Bedrock. I just prefer Java Edition more of. It is impressive how many mechanics are different. It is very impressive how many different mechanics are different. Not even just with Redstone, but like how mobs behave when spawning and all that. Redstone is usually the big one, but no. Also, the few times I've ever played Bedrock, it was always on a computer, but it always felt visually off. Something visually was off. That just didn't look right. I couldn't place it. Didn't know what it was. I don't know. For all I know, it could have. All I would have needed to do is like kind of mess around with some of my settings, but visually it just felt off for me. I think I've tried looking in some options and didn't see anything. They seem very different, but the truth is we can only keep track of the differences because the games are like 95% of the same. Yeah, yeah. No, I know what you mean there. It's like still the same game. Few of the handful of like the mechanics people like mess around with for like making farms and that are very different. But you can still build the same stuff. Right? My visuals just got 3 new updates today. They still don't look as good as most mods on PC. They'll never look as crazy as some of the shaders that we see on PC, without a doubt. The shaders that are made that you can use on Java Edition, truthfully, aren't meant to run on the game. There probably are very few computers where you can run a nice looking shader pack and play the game and feel normal. It usually bulks down just about any PC. Been being a bit nostalgic lately. Downloaded Soul Reaver 1 and 2 and all the Resident Evils. Just a few others. There you go. Never got into those games myself. This does sound like a good time. Nostalgia isn't is a lovely thing. This is a mod called Unbound something, and it looks so good. No, where's our mod expert H in Minxie? 5% sometimes feels like 50. Yeah. Yes. There's some sort of mod called Unbound, and it looks amazing. That is the context I have. Shaders, yeah. Aha. I'm honestly impressed you know it. Complementary reimagined shaders and complementary unbound. Ah, there we go. Couldn't see it. There's one shader that doesn't kill PCs. Well, yes, there are shaders that don't, but it's like how much of how much do you want the game to look like very visually impressive? How many different moving objects that like kind of sway in the wind a bit, waving objects and all that. It's like, how far do you want to go, or do you simply just want to add some like shadows in that and maybe a little bit of reflection off the water? Like there are the to here. See if I can find mine. Oh, see, oh, there we go. I even have them. I mess around with this one though. You can, nope, that's not how we get there. I can't enter the settings anymore. There's all sorts of, oh, that may have crashed my game. We'll see if it comes back. Oh, I have them. I don't usually run shaders. I just meant to look at the settings. Well, here we are. Oh, goodness. I really don't like it. I don't know. Like I love this. This right here, the fact that my person has a shadow is cool. And then if we do something like this, that's cool that there's shadows. That's what I love. Let's get out of this. It hurts my eyes, honestly. Oh, much better. Oh, it's not for me. He's complimentary Imagine more than Unbound. As Imagined is a little more fantasy feeling. They both look great and run well. Complimentary, everything is a shadow. I sometimes have to tweak it going into my pack. Waving Grass and Bright Sun and all the shadows. Yeah, there's all sorts of different settings that you can mess around with. It's really cool that we have such options. There's no denying that. It's really cool what we're able to do. I like complimentary mod because it keeps the vanilla feel, but it makes everything else everything more vibrant. Yeah, that's fair. I think my biggest thing that well, two big things that I really mess around with visually is shadows. Or not shadows, fog. Fog, my goodness. I have something that kind of messes around with fog a little bit. And then the second biggest thing that I've recently done in the last couple updates is I have something that messes with my clouds a bit. They still have that square feel to it, but it's kind of like all mixed in together. I absolutely love that. Hello there, Selena. How are you doing? I've heard some people say they can't handle the first person visuals of Minecraft. Everyone's eyes are different. Yeah, that's fair. Dad, when can I turn on the heat?
Thad, when can I turn on the heat? I am freezing.
It's not cold. Throw on a pair of socks. Have you noticed they added a target bar in multiplayer? I have. I have. I went on to a multiplayer world recently that had the target bar. Turn when your face appears and show that. Yep. I I think it needs some additions to it. It doesn't feel like it runs. Okay, it works completely fine, right? I think they need to make it work with the XP bar a little bit better. It would be such a simple fix in my mind. All they got to do, so we got the bar down here and the locator bar, I think is what it's called. You can simply, all they need to do is simply just allow for the XP bar to continue, like to fill up like it usually does, and there's just dots on it that show the different players in the world. That's all it needs. At the moment, from what I've noticed, I didn't mess around with it a lot. From what I noticed, it completely takes away the filling of the XP bar. And it's just like an empty bar where you see the dots, but you still see your level above it. And periodically, it like goes away sometimes if you're like right next to them or something and you see your normal XP bar. All they need to do is combine it. Allow the XP bar to be as it is and you throw the dots on it. And Hannah with a 55-month resub. My goodness, thank you so much there. I'm sorry. We're on so many different rants here. You can't type today? You're alright, Wayne. I think I'm understanding the messages. I like the dot in the realm. It's nice playing on my realm. Turn the heat over 100? No. My fingers are icicles. How cold is it in here? It can't be that bad. World Series last night, 18 innings. I don't watch a lot of sports. You can turn it on now, Hannah. How's your day going? My day's going well there, Kebab. How are you doing? She can have 1 hour of heat and she's subbed to Thad. Come on. It's not that cold. I think. Also, I'm not stopping Hannah from turning on the heat. I never touch the thermostat usually. You're just like H. No, you gotta understand, I don't touch it. Unless it's like dreadfully hot or hot, honestly. See, you have a blanket on. You look so cozy. The heat is on? Okay. Starting today. It's not even November. It's still October. Halloween hasn't happened yet. You paid rent today. Yeah.
It's month end.
It's month end? Okay.
Ew.
Okay. I don't mind if you turn it on. You take your t-shirt off if you get hot? That's what H is saying. Is that approved? Me if I get hot. Hi, Deadeye. How are you doing? I'm not repeating that. Alright, I guess, broke up, she blamed me for some horrible she's doing. Oh. Well, I'm glad you're doing alright. I'm just like H. I'm good? That's good to hear. I'm doing well. Working on the hills. Well, we're chatting. We're just chatting away, if I'm being honest. But we're working on the hills. A bit. Apparently the heat's on. If I get warm, I just open up the window in the office. I love getting my way. I like never touch the thermostat, Hannah. You usually have full control over it. We also like don't touch it very often in general. Good night there, H. Have a good rest of your stream. Good night, all. Aw, sounds good there. You get some good rest there. I know it's late for both you and Minxie. I get icicle fingers and toes, so I get into bed and freeze him out, and then he becomes my space heater. Yeah, I'm a space heater too. I am always warm. But good night there, Ancient Minxie. It's amazing having you guys always hanging out. I appreciate it. Night. Yeah, if you ask for anything and I'm streaming, the chat will just instinctively side with you, obviously. Night party people. Might all gotta be up early drive Scott. Oh yes, you're off to Scotland. I don't know if we'll see you guys for a little bit. Or is it I don't know how long it's for. I thought it was for a little bit. You have a lovely time there. I remember you talked about the trip before. Enjoy it. You have there's a Halloween wedding that you guys are heading off to, but it's not Halloween. Anyhow, enjoy it. Be a good passenger, princess for H. You have a good night. Warming up for my rank game, Lurk. If I finish stream and the ceiling fan is on because you have been sweating while playing Overwatch, I have words. Joking. Do you have gambits or gambles with points or not? No, we don't usually do too many gambles around here. I don't know what we would really gamble on. It would be silly stuff. But no, I've never done them. Too much effort. More you just gain the points you have. I will, when I'm not dozing off. Fair enough. Enjoy, though. Out of grass. I do gotta take a break here. We're on the hour. My water bottle I just emptied. So it's a good time to take a break. If we're turning on the heat, it's not even November. It's only gotten down into the 30s most nights. It's the perfect time to open windows. I'm messing. I'm joking. Anywho, this is a good time for anyone else to take a break as well. Stand up, grab a drink of water, maybe grab something to eat if you're feeling a little snacky. Otherwise, I'll be right back. Alrighty. I'm all back. Hope you all took your break there. I do hope everyone's enjoying stream as well. Usually when I get to this point in the stream, I'm always hoping you guys are enjoying it. That doesn't like using Twitch features for us to have fun. I personally killed Twitch moments. You're right. I did. What's my greatest accomplishment in Minecraft? I wouldn't rank too many things, but I am currently working on the largest build I've ever done in Minecraft. This mountain that's been hanging out here in the background, I have placed and worked on every single bit of it. Every single block here that you see was placed by me. I've worked on this entire mountain by hand, freehanding it. It spans roughly, rounding down, I believe, 1,000 by 1,000 blocks. It is almost to the height limit. It will reach the height limit since we're not just yet done. We've been working on it for over 4.5 years. And it doesn't stop there. Eventually we'll have it all textured and added shading and all sorts of different things like that. And probably different builds on the mountain. But the main reason we built the mountain was not just because I just have a just love terraforming or anything like that. I do now. I do I do really love terraforming now, I'd say. When I started it, I don't know if I could say I love terraforming, but it is to house a dwarven kingdom, which is the main point of the build, kinda. You got the entryway here that I built quite a ways ago. Obviously, there's still parts of it that I want to work on. We've spent more time working on the mountain rather than anything else. Haven't started too much underneath it. I got the backside of the entryway somewhat designed here. And then I got one room started for the Dwarven Kingdom, which is my Pillared Hall. If you know Lord of the Rings, you're all suddenly being like, wait a minute, I kind of recognize this. This is heavily inspired off of what we see in the first Lord of the Rings movie with Moria or Khazad-dûm. And it's my big old pillared hall. At the moment, there are 96 pillars that have been built in here. One pillar takes roughly on average 45 minutes to make. And I believe I did the math recently, but I don't remember the number off the top of my head. But if you do 96 times 45 minutes divided by 60 for hours, I think it's roughly 65 hours I've put into just working on pillars. Sounds right. That's roughly. I don't know the exact amount of time I was spent on them. It still on average takes around 45 minutes. Sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less. It just depends on how it goes. If I run out of the blocks and these shulkers and all that. But I guess you could say that's probably my greatest accomplishment in Minecraft. This is definitely the largest build I've ever done. We've done see, like, Minecraft has so many different avenues. on how you can play it. I mean, it's just a sandbox game, right? At its essence. But I definitely like say another one of my amazing accomplishments recently was a mini game I made in survival, which was King of the Hill. It was a King of the Hill based game, team based, 2 teams, teams of up to 5 players on each team, so 10 people could be playing at once. I never got a group of 10 people together, sadly, but I did get 6 people playing it at once. I definitely think 8 would have been a little bit better, but I got 2 teams of 3 set up for it playing it at one point, and had an absolute blast. It was all done in survival. It had a point system to eventually end the team. So it was King of the Hill. You would go obviously fighting the other team, trying to take control of King of the Hill. And there was an entire point system based on it. And there was different indicators that showed how far you were along in the game. There was 2 different ways you could tell how far you were along. There was beacons that would eventually turn on, and then also later on I added a system where redstone lamps would turn on, showing how far you were or how close you were to winning the game for each of the teams. I spent probably a day of my life sitting at an XP farm grinding out the armor and weapons for the game. They all had Curse of Vanishing on it, so that when you died in the minigame, the items would just simply disappear from your inventory. There was randomized food that would spawn in the game that had like a 33% chance to spawn in the game every minute or so, and there were 9 of them around the map. If you really love stats, you could figure out whatever the heck chance of food spawning every so often would be. So you didn't start with food, you'd find it around the map. So it was a war of attrition whenever you were playing King of the Hill. You'd have to either give up your defense of holding the hill and try and find some food, or not. There was also a power-up basically in the game as well that you could go and venture off in the map and find. And you could get a strength potion that would last like 40-ish seconds, I think, how long it would last. Very powerful, but it took a long time for it to come back in the game. So it's like you either get your use out of it or you kind of waste something that's really powerful. That's that's about as far as I got with it. I built the map for it, designed all the redstone, fully worked in survival without any flaw. Eventually it worked without any flaw. It was something I absolutely love. It was definitely one of those high up things, like one of those things I feel very happy about. One of these days I would love to, I have it saved on a Creative World, the project. And one of these days I'd love to go back to it and fully finish the map. That was one of those things I never fully got done. I finished what mattered for the map, so that when you played it, all of the different things, like different viewpoints and all that worked. There was like, it was basically built in a hole in the ground where you had the sides I had to build up. And I never fully designed the sides of it. And there was probably a few small details I wanted to throw around the map. The one thing you got to keep in mind with trying to do like a full survival PvP game is that you can't have a lot of breakable items on the map. So I couldn't go crazy with like adding grass and that around in it, or flowers. I could do little bits here and there on the sides. And then I got to make sure like nobody's going to escape the map. So there's a lot of restrictions with trying to build something like that in survival. That'd be another one of those things where it's not just this grand build that I've spent years on. It's it's something that I really thought through and built the redstone for and thought through the logic of all that. I completely did all the redstone myself. There wasn't any tutorial that I had followed for it. I'm not sure if there would be. I basically pieced together my knowledge and different things I knew about. Your first ever world spawn was in Badlands. Ooh, there you go. Decided to make my first ever base, and it's a barn challenging to build in the Badlands. It is. Oftentimes I've seen people do like Western builds. I've been playing this game for a while. But definitely this world in general is probably my greatest accomplishment, I guess. Without a doubt. I've put the most amount of time in this. But it's like, I also have that mini game where it's much more redstone based and it's a game within a game, mini game. Where I really thought it through. And I think people enjoyed it. I always asked for input on it. It was funny. I did a demo run of it once I had the redstone working to the extent that would make the game playable. I did a demo run of it with 4 people, and I asked for their input, and and it was like a handful of the few things that they wanted changed were things I already kind of were gonna add eventually, and it was really fun because I was able to then also run the game later on once it was much more finished, basically done. I don't know if I would ever say it's done. There are probably still things I'd love to add to that game, like King of the Hill game. But basically, once it was in a finished state, they were able to play it again, and they could see the differences and all that. If I ever tried hardcore, I have not. I haven't tried hardcore myself. I've watched a lot of people play hardcore. I'm honestly not too interested by it. I enjoy keeping my stuff. I've played on so many servers in the past where I've lost work that I've spent hours on, and I'm tired of that. Um, although, even though I haven't played hardcore Minecraft, I have not died in this world. I have put almost 137 days of playtime on here. Time since last death. I have never died. If we show empty stats, we'll see deaths even to somewhere. Number of deaths right here. 0. I've never died. I am on hard mode, so it is basically just like a hardcore world. So there is that. I don't play it. I'm feels silly of me to say. Like I'm not. It's like I'm not playing it like I'm trying to just endlessly live, but at the same time, I'm not just gonna go out and do something foolish. His greatest Minecraft accomplishment is convincing a small group of people who were unfortunately born without the gift of deduction reasoning that it is a mountain. It is a mountain. Started hardcore, only was challenged by my son, so no experienced hardcore only. Now I am semi-pro. How did the hardcore experience go there, Wayne? I've thought about doing a hardcore world. I really have. I honestly don't think I'd enjoy it. I don't think I'd die in it. Maybe eventually I probably would. I still expect myself to, without a doubt, die in this world eventually. I don't really play with totems or any of that. I don't know. Don't die. But I wouldn't expect myself to die very early on in a hardcore world. And I feel like anytime I'd be playing in it, I'd be like, why am I just not in my solo world working on some of all these different projects I have going on here is where I would kind of be at if I did a hardcore world. His only deaths were on the server before he downloaded the chunks and imported them into this world. That's incorrect. I wouldn't lie about it. I have no reason to lie. First off, not a single reason. It's a survival world. If I had died, I had died. Pretty impressive being how much of a troll Minecraft is. I was AFK inside my fully lit house and a random creeper spawned inside my house. Watch the recording back to see what happened. Really? How intriguing. It must not have been lit up well enough or something. Usually that wouldn't happen if it's like actually spawn proof and all that. Hardcore is good, but the slightest error and bam, I normally drop in a hole and see while running and jumping. Yep. It's not like I have never died in Minecraft, okay? I would never say that has not happened. I have experienced just about every death you can. I'm sure there's probably some weird, unique ones, but just like playing normal survival Minecraft, I've died to just about anything. I'm like trying to think of one that I may not have died to, but like I've made the mistakes. That's how I learned what not to do. Died to creepers. I've died to probably zombies, skeletons, spiders, poisonous spiders, witches, an end crystal when you're doing the dragon fight, guardians without a doubt. Warden I haven't died to, except purposefully, I guess, on Blazing Caves, but like accidentally where I'm trying not to die. That's a newer one, I guess. Definitely died in PvP before, without a doubt. The Void, I've died while doing end busting. Died plenty of times in the Nether, without a doubt. There was a point before they had all the fun stuff in the Nether where it's like, all right, now I got the hang of it. Then they go and add Nether fortresses, and it's like, oh dang, what are these wither skeletons and blazes that are really powerful? Honestly, I have fallen in many holes in the ground. Those deaths are definitely easy to come by. Pretty lit up and spawn proof. I even had a full wall on my base. I couldn't believe it happened. Had been a bug in the game. Really, that's so intriguing. I believe you. No. Something weird happened. Died to a temple, one of the desert temples, probably. Maybe. I believe I have. Plenty of Elytra deaths when those first got introduced. Elytras are dangerous. They're probably one of the #1 reasons why people die in a late stage world. Due to fall damage, or they're just wearing their Elytra all the time and they just die to mobs. Died to mob cramming. But like in a purposeful, not, I didn't die purposefully. I fell in a hole with a bunch of minecarts and died. Oh, it's just, I don't want it to ever feel like I haven't gone through the same experiences. Maybe I haven't gone through the same exact ones, but died them out in worlds before. Many times. Used to play a lot of Minecraft on the 360. And it would be so annoying. I mean, back then you didn't have villagers to get your gear back. Diamond tools and that were a little more rare. Like, you didn't have too many diamond tools and all that. Most of your stuff was usually iron still. So it's like, you tried your very best not to die, because it would just be painstaking to get your gear back. Still painstaking now, since we have more and more things you can do with items in the game. But overall, it can be easy if you have things set up. Getting, like, enchanted gear back, I mean, you didn't really have crazy XP farms like we have nowadays. You'd have one of the old Minecraft grinders using a spawner and that. Hate when mobs blow up desert temples. Had that happen to me more than once. They spawned around the pressure plate. Oh, yep. I've seen that happen in Worlds before. It's very weird. They should really just make the bottom of those rooms spawn proof or something. Just cover the floor in pressure plates. You didn't die on the server, did you? I did not die on the server. No, never did. Thought the whole thing was you were impossible to kill through all the war drama? Exactly. I had, I don't know what it was. I had, what is it? What's the word? A reputation when I played on servers. All I truly wanted to do was build. You don't go stroking your ego too much here. No, it's true. It's true. Where's Dog? Did your device die? Where's Dog to back me up here? One of my longest friends. Met him on a Minecraft server. We both met each other when we knew absolutely nothing about mob farms. It was on the rise of mob farms and different redstone farms, and that is when we kind of met. That's when people were really starting to figure out things in the game. I'm not stroking my ego. I'd never do that. But if I were to, out of any of my games that I've ever played, I mean, Minecraft's got to be the one. It is the game I have put the most amount of time into. I would hope I am somewhat decent at the different things in it. I also put the effort into being decent and learning different building techniques and that, and knowing different mechanics. Well, mechanics you kind of just learn over time. Man, Brandman's you've asked some good questions here. You got me on rambles that last a while. that new player energy. It's honestly amazing. I I love new players in Minecraft. When they truly don't know that much about the game, it is amazing to watch them do stuff in the game. Not because it's like funny because they don't know what the heck they're doing. It's amazing to see how their brain starts figuring things out in the game. Because it's like you for some people you've been playing the game for years. You know a lot of the mechanics and how they somewhat work at least to a bit well enough to understand stuff. But when you have a new player learning the game and they're building for the first time, they're doing these different sorts of they're going through the different mechanics that are in the game. It is amazing to see what they come up with because they are not influenced by what they have already seen. Love, love seeing new players build in this game and mess around with different blocks and that. And just be creative in a different way, oftentimes. Like, I definitely don't fully miss not knowing everything in the game, but it is a joy going through a game and learning it for the first time because you constantly seeing new things. Look away, Brand Man. Don't look at my world. You're gonna learn too much. Or you're gonna see things and be like, whoa, how did that happen? How does that work? No, you've been going at it for, what did you say, a couple weeks? Definitely learned the basics by now. Oh, I see. I play a lot of other games, like survival horror and Souls-like, and I've yet to see those games make creative gameplay like Minecraft has. I couldn't believe how intense and spooky Minecraft can feel at times. It can! If you don't, it absolutely can. I've heard that from a handful of people now, where they're like, it's very spooky feeling, and I've kind of lost it, where it gives me any sort of spooky feels, but it definitely does. I remember a time when I'd just be like mining away in a cave, and I'd be like, I'm like on edge, thinking something's gonna sneak up on me, which it usually did. Or it has some ambient noises that'll happen that are just kind of like eerie. It is definitely an amazing game. Can you imagine? You don't know a lot about Minecraft, and you run into a warden. I mean, just imagine that. You already don't know what is all in the game. You're just mining away because, you've played games before. You have to get gear. You've looked through the crafting book recipe and you see the progression line of all the different gear. So you're like, I gotta go get iron. I gotta go get diamonds. And you're playing the game. You run into these weird mobs. You learn a green one that's quiet, hisses at you, and then it blows up. That's weird. Uh, you're fighting skeletons, they have bows. You're like, okay, that's fair enough. Zombies, that's fair enough. You learn those. A big spider, that's weird. Anywho, going through this, and you're like, what other weird mobs might be in this game? I mean, this is just an interesting assortment, right? Could be any other weird ones. You run into a bat, you're like, what does the bat do? It's nothing. It does absolutely nothing. You're going through caves, you run into this weird, different looking spider. It poisons you because it's a poisonous spider, a cave spider. What the heck is going on? You're just mining away, doing this thing and all that. And then you find this really cool looking cave. It's got all these sparkly bits and all that. You start going into it. And all of a sudden you hear this screech and your screen goes black. Like, what the heck just happened? What just happened? And you're like, you just keep going along because you don't know the mechanics. Keep going along. And it happens again. And you're like, okay, maybe I start backing up. It happens again because you don't know how the mechanics work yet. All of a sudden you hear this just crazy sound emerge out of the ground. Your screen is still black and you just get blasted away. You get like two shot. You're like, what just happened? Creepers popping up, the warden especially, and the janky combat can be frustrating at times. Janky combat? That's fair. It is a very interesting combat system when you don't know it. Also, don't learn too much from me. Okay, well, Brandman's been playing for a few weeks. I'd expect if he's playing through the progression and has played other survival games like they have said, they know that they gotta get better gear, and you're mining away. It is quite easy to run into most of the mobs in this game. It is quite easy to run into a warden. It's very frequently you'll run into those sorts of caves and that. Never thought I would hate video game characters as much as I do creepers and gas. I think I've become racist towards creepers and gas. Yeah, gas suck. Creepers, they suck too, but you get better with. You see, I'd like to think people get better with them. I don't really mess with them. I don't have them bothering me too often. The key is to sleep. You just sleep away every night. But like, just imagine the first time you're playing this game, haven't watched the content, and you run into all these strange and different things. Oh, to play a game that has had 15 years of development. I don't know, it'd be cool to go through for a first time. And it'd be tough. It would be so tough to go through it the first time. I was just saying last stream, or earlier this stream, I was like, honestly, Minecraft's an easy survival game. I don't know. I guess you take the look of not knowing any of the mechanics. Maybe it's not that easy. Overall, I still think it's quite on the easy side. You get your good once you get to the point where you have good gear and all that. It's tough to kill you. Minecraft players like when they're wearing enchanted gear and are set up with decent food, they'll be fine for most occasions. There are no skeletons early game are the true nightmare. Skeletons are a nightmare nowadays. Knockback is really good against creepers. I know people hate knockback, but I like it when it comes to creepers. I like knockback. Don't know why people hate it. Well, I do know why people hate it. They don't want to whack something away that I have to then run towards. I like knockback. I have it on. I have punch on my bow and knockback on my sword. I like it. Skeleton's aim should be based on gear level. That'd be interesting. Knockback is amazing. Fire aspect. That's the one I don't like. For zombies. whack a zombie with fire aspect, and you light it on fire, obviously. If it whacks you, you are then now on fire, which is just annoying. Besides that, it's great. Great for PvP. Annoying with Enderman? Yeah, annoying with Enderman as well. I'm with you there, Brandman. Didn't even think about that one at first. Trail in the Heat was the best idea ever. Why didn't I think of this weeks ago? Hold my tongue. I'm glad you were feeling a little bit more warm. Like fire aspect as well, which is fair. I don't blame it. Like, I understand why people like it. I understand why people don't like it. Same with knockback. I like knockback. I don't like fire aspect. I don't know. I used to really like thorns. I still think thorns is good. I don't use thorns. I like being able to feel my fingers. Yeah, that's fair. They constantly teleport when they are fire. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Like the nicer shiny gear you have, the better their aim is. It'd be cool if they added something like that. Honestly, once you get a shield, you're usually fine for most mobs. As long as you know your own ability to get out of a situation. Never use the shield. First order of business is finding a sheep or a town of sheep, or a town to sleep through the night. Town of sheep. To sleep. To sleep through the night. Yeah, that's fair. That's usually one of my top things too. Is to get a bed. But once I go mining, the first thing I make with iron is usually a shield. And I think that just might be a difference of Bedrock and Java edition there, Doc. I don't need to shift to use my shield. Look at you, Lucky! Getting a 3-stream streak. Hope you're doing well there. I know you popped on in with a hydrate earlier, I believe. Boom, boom. Sometime earlier. Nah, you've never used one. Missing out there. You can survive just about anything early game with a shield. If you have the reflexes for it and all that, and have an understanding of how to kind of balance the combat system when fighting mobs. I think shields are a little broken overall. That's fine. It's whatever. The warden mechanic, better than anything I've seen in any survival horror game, with it going pitch black, the heartbeat sounds, and the sniffing. They did an amazing job. It's very immersive. That's so cool to hear. I think they did a really good job with it as well. People kind of laughed at it at first because they're like, well, it's really not all that hard to kill. I'm like, the point isn't to kill it. With Minecraft being such a old game now, there's always critics on things and people saying the game can be a little too easy, and people saying when they try and make something that's supposed to be tough, they're like, well, shouldn't it be really tough? I'm like, well, I don't know. Look at the rest of the bosses in the game. you know the mechanics and all that, nothing's really all that tough. That goes for almost any game. It just depends on the situation you end up in. It is a very cool system that they all did with it. The heartbeat, I think, was just the key to the Warden. I just take stacks of blocks, wall things off as necessary, and a water bucket. Those are all good things to take too. I don't use shields outside of early game though. Once I get diamond armor, I usually move. I've already retired this shield by then. Iron armor and that, I have a shield. Wonder if I even have a shield anywhere on me. I probably do. I do have a shield. Look at that! It doesn't even have damage. See, I use shields. I got a few random oddity items like that. That can be useful from time to time. Although I don't know what I would actually need that shield for. I'm sure I'll find a use for it eventually. I got my sharpness sword that's in here from doing other things, which does have fire aspect on it. Probably was before I moved away from it. Actually, I made this sword for PvP and was what it was. Backup bow for when this bow finally can't be rebuilt up. They're not fully enchanted yet. Usually I just slowly enchant them. Frostwalker boots, believe it or not. I've used them to help me with that section of the mountain a bit. Like one all chest and then a few of my other random tools in that, and then we got the big toolboxes over here. I agree with the terror of the warden, but in practice I'd rather deal with the warden than a wither. 7 days out of 10. Wait, 7 days of... Anyway, I know what you're meaning to say. I just... Wow. You'd rather deal with a warden. You gotta try a smite sword. I know it's tough around bedrock and all that, but... There was flowing water in my ancient city, and the warden got stuck in it. Learned that water is his kryptonite. Oh, absolutely. Can't really move fast in it. Withers destroy blocks and hunt you? I guess. I think it's just because I've dealt with it so many times. Use the smite sword for the wither? Well, that's good. Makes it worlds easier. Only takes like a handful of hits then. We actually got a lot more done on this than I thought I would. See, Charlie? It takes a lot longer than you'd think. Fought the wither. Wow, you've already fought the wither. I guess, yeah, I could see it if you're putting a lot of time in it and you're addicted. To get beacons, and every time he glitches into a world leader. Killed dozens of withers in the wild, probably 50. Still not interested in dealing with one. I guess. How are you dealing with the warden? You're not taking that on in a sword fight. You're gonna go out of its distance and just shoot it with a bow. Fly away. You could do that with a wither. Let it despawn. You can't do that one with a wither. You can fly away from it though. It'll just be there forever. I have had wandering withers in a world before. Temporarily. To be fair, the wither is a boss. The warden, you could maybe call it a mini boss, since it has its own structure. Doesn't have a boss bar or anything. Which is one of those weird things. Oh, I did that. I have it. Whether glitches any bores, massive holes to the bottom of the world every time I fight them. Ah, interesting. I haven't had that problem. And he's worth the fight. A wither, absolutely. Get good. You can get some. You can get good resources from him. Hello, River of the Hearth. How are you doing? Let's fill this guy up. Oh. A new one. Are these in here? Or the River of Hearth? Yeah, I said that right. Hope you're doing well there. Leaves perfectly square holes all the way to the bottom almost. The frames instantly drop to 5 FPS whenever he does it. You're just having an issue with your Wither and your device being able to load it. That's rough. I'm sorry there. He does mine perfectly square holes. It's very interesting how the Wither does that. Doing good. Also, you can call me River. Sounds good there, River. I can do that. I'd probably eventually shorten it. Probably use the Bedrock Killer if that were happening to me. Yeah. It's a weird one. I've never seen him have that behavior. Respawned? You respawned in just for the end, Charlie. Look where I'm at. I'm standing here. You know what that means. What loot does the Wither drop? Oh, it drops a Nether Star. I know. I know you hate this spot. But I love it because it gets me gunpowder. Yes, for beacons. I have loads of beacons in my world. I just turned off the rendering for them. Whatever the silly thing is. Here we go. I'll turn them on for you. In case any of you guys have ever forgotten, I have a beacon grid that spans hundreds of blocks. It covers basically my entire build area. All around, all for the mountain, like the entire mountain area, everything I'm building out here around the front, even over here for the medieval port city. They are all perfectly spaced in a grid, so I get the maximum use out of their range. In case you guys forgot that they were around. We have a lot of beacons. One of those things that I think people sometimes forget about, since I really don't enjoy seeing the beacon beam. It clutters up my world, so I just turn off the rendering for them, which probably helps with frames a bit. I don't know how much. But anywho, though, not enough. They should be 2x2s. I only need the haste and the speed. Put 450 hours in Minecraft in the past like 3.5 weeks. Does that count as being addicted? Probably. Probably. You do anything other than play Minecraft? That's absurd. Find someone that's streaming though. I'm near the end of it. Been on and off Minecraft of late. It's a great game. Oop, I mean to click that. Reloaded my feed here. We'll go raid Zelda. How about that? I play Minecraft. A lot of my streamers aren't even streaming Minecraft at the moment. It's crazy. Crazy. That was crazy once. But we're gonna go say hi to Zelda. Zelda's an absolute amazing streamer. They're doing a charity stream. I didn't know. They're doing something in creative by the looks of it. It looks like they're making some sort of detailed iron farm on a creative world. So that's cool. But we'll go say hi to Zelda. I do hope everyone's enjoyed stream though tonight. I appreciate all the people that have been hanging out with me, all the follows, gifted subs, resubs, bits. Thank you all so much for being here and hanging out. Yes, thank you. I'm sorry there, Jellybean. I'm raiding out. You'll have to catch me next time. But I hope you're doing well tonight. Night Thad, night all. Of course, before you guys leave my stream, though, do grab that raid message. Grab the first one if you're subbed. Grab the second one if you're not. That's alright by me. Just scroll up a little bit in chat. You can see the second raid message. Declare help posted there with the little raid emote. Otherwise, if you're subbed, you know the deal. Grab that raid message. It means the absolute world to me. Or something of that sort. And if you don't know Zelda just yet, Zelda's an amazing streamer. As I was talking here. Definitely worth the follow, without a doubt. Hydrate, thank you there, Jellybean, and for the follow. I really appreciate it. There you go, I hydrated. But anywho, y'all have a lovely rest of your night. I will not be streaming this Friday. There'll be a message in the Discord, just a heads up. But anywho, y'all